I haven't made a video in a while, like a couple days, maybe even a week. I don't know. I don't really keep up with it. I'm usually pretty busy doing other things. That's why you don't see me shooting videos out like back to back to back. On that note, I have heard the Doom people speak. They are talking about how they are pissed at the fact that a big chunk of the community is focused more on frame rate than the fact of these guys putting in this work to get this game coming to the Switch. I feel you. I completely feel you on this one. I'm gonna buy this game just for you guys over there who worked hard on this, not because I already bought it once, which you guys can watch me unbox for the PS4 when I bought it when it first came out and got this statue here. But I'm gonna buy it again because you guys are making things happen, which these fucking idiots don't understand. Okay, only idiots focus on frame rates. If you're focusing on frame rates, good for you, but let me reiterate this question, which I've asked several times. Why are you on fucking consoles? Why? What are you doing? Why are you on consoles? Consoles do not have the most power. They are not the most graphically inclined. They're just not. They're not where frames per second matter the most. Okay, do you know who started that shit? Do you know where that shit came from? It didn't come from developers. Are you out of your fucking mind? It came from a bunch of fuckboys who live on PC, who sit there and jerk it to how many frames per second they can get their PC Master Race fucking fuckboy shit going. But they got seriously agitated because Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo at one point were winning so hard that the computer just couldn't keep up. That's exactly where it came from. And I know you're going to be like, that's not even close to true, but it is. Because why in the hell else would you master race sons of bitches be on consoles if you care so fucking much about frame rate? If you care so much about graphical outputs, if you care so much about that shit, why would you come down and bring yourself to consoles? It's because these games aren't available on PC. And that's exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Consoles have never been about that. They have in such a small way that it was a blip on the radar. That's it. That's all it was just a blip. Didn't matter. It was not top tier on the totem pole. Hell, it wasn't even the second or third. It wasn't even the fourth. It was way down below. Almost like it was underneath the ground. You dumb sons of bitches have fucked it up so bad, the developers are starting to notice. You got companies like Sony and Microsoft that are fucking the game up so bad now, developers are now starting to notice. We've been noticed who have actually been playing the games and not focusing on shit that doesn't matter. We've been noticed. But you call us fucking idiots. You're an idiot because you don't focus on the frame rate. No, the frame rate doesn't fucking matter as much as you want to believe it does. We've been playing on consoles our entire fucking life. We don't give a damn about frame rate. What we care about is the important parts of what makes the game the game. Okay, we don't spend money on the game for the frame rate, you piece of shit. What we spend money on the game for is it fun? Is there replayability in it? Is the story any good? That's why we buy the fucking game. We don't buy the game to play it one time, spend $60 on it, take it to GameStop, only to get maybe a quarter% of that returned to us. We don't do that. I have a collection of games right here in this room that span over 300, if not 400, between a variety of consoles, okay? And just like Alpha Omega Sin, and just like Picky Old Gamer, just like a bunch of other people who I know a lot of people watch that are bigger channels than mine, They don't sit there and go, oh my god, man, this game and its frame rates are so good, I just have to play it. Nobody's playing Child of Light going, this game is such great frame rate, it's so graphically inclined. Nobody is playing that, thinking that. Nobody is playing The Unfinished Swan thinking that that game's frame rate is so spectacular, the graphics in it are so fucking mind-blowing that it needs to be played right now. No, they're playing it thinking it's beautiful, but it's a fun game. That's what they're thinking. And they're thinking, hey, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's very retro feel, and I can just sit down and turn it on. The simplistic nature of these indie titles are why they're so popular right now. It's got nothing to do with frame rate. Have you seen a lot of these games? They have 8-bit, 16, and even 32-bit graphics. They're not graphically inclined. They're not frame rate superior to anything. Third party has taken a step back because indie titles have become the new number one thing, but indie titles are not graphically superior. They're not frame rate superior. They're not superior to anything, but yet they're the new number ones. That is interesting, especially when you hear all the fuck shit. How in the hell is it indie titles are the new number ones, yet everybody is consistently bitching about all this graphical achievement shit, all this fucking frame rate shit, all this for games, yet indies are the number ones. Indies happen to have the really high sell rates. Yet, when you look at them, they literally look like this on their best day. They look like a PS2 on their best day. And on their worst day, they look like a Super Nintendo game or even a regular NES game, depending on which one you're playing, because some of them are made to look that way. How is it that I hear a bunch of people talking about frame rates, graphic, and all this shit, yet the classic NES, classic Super NES, sells like wildfire? A system that was never known for graphics or even its frame rates. How in the fuck did we get here? You guys over at the Doom Studios who made this game and are porting this game over to the Switch, don't listen to these fucking idiots because they have no idea what the fuck they want. These are the same morons who bought your game day one, beat it within a week, and traded it to get the next game. I have no idea what the fuck they want because all they're concerned about is frame rate. Chances are they don't even have your game anymore. Okay? These idiots are not actual gamers. Half the community, if not more than that, are not actual gamers anymore. They're just little fuckboys who want to be on the big train of popularity at the moment, and this is popular right now. But it'll pass. Remember, gaming was not always as mainstream as it is now. I was playing games when it wasn't as mainstream, okay? Which is why I know a lot about Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, and shit like that. I know a lot about those systems. I know about gaming before it blew up into the mainstream thing it is now, and why, Call of Duty is more online than it is campaign. Why they pander to playing online so much. I mean, look, that game should be free. Call of Duty should be free. You can play online games for free all day, every day. I'm not going to say 90, but a high majority, over half of mass online games like that, you can get for free. Okay? Usually if you have a subscription base for them, that's all you gotta pay, and they're nowhere near the cost of the game. Okay, I think World of Warcraft is cheaper to buy the game, and the subscription costs the most, and you can get a year subscription for almost the same price as you pay for a fucking game now. Okay? And they have that broken down as well. Call of Duty should just do the same thing. Here, day one, download the game because we know you're going to play it online. Just download the game. Pay Xbox for the year subscription to online and bam, you got the fucking game. That's all it should be. But Doom coming to the Switch. This is a really hard thing they've been doing because it's one, it's Bethesda. Two, it's a very, graphical game. One, yes, it is graphical, and yes, it is very much more powerful than a lot of where the Switch stands. I understand that. But the fact that they feel underappreciated by a lot of you idiots out there just goes to show you where the understanding lies. I'm excited to see shit show up to the Switch. A lot of these games could come to the Switch and the developers just don't want to do it because you idiots run your fucking mouth. And they don't understand that the mass majority of people playing video games today were not playing video games 6, 7, 8, even 10 years ago. You just jumped on this train now and you have an opinion. They don't understand that. They don't understand that there's a small group of fucking customers out there that have been playing games for majority of their life. Then there's a bigger lot of people out there who are just brand new to this shit. And that's the group they listen to because that group is bigger. We who've been playing games since the 80s, who were born in the 80s, who've been playing since then, don't get listened to because our group is smaller in comparison. That's the truth. That's 100% true. You can be like, that's not true. Yes, it is. Have you ever gone into any place with 5 people and wondered why your group of 5 is ignored when there's a group of 20 to 30? That is why, because your group is smaller. You have to make more noise than the bigger group. And when the bigger group is able to overpower with their noise, you get ignored. You might get one person to pay attention while they get everybody else. My idea to you guys over at Doom, my thought to you guys over at Doom is keep doing your work, man. I appreciate you. You have that group of people who do appreciate you. We are excited for the game coming to the Switch. I personally can't wait to be able to take Doom and play it on the go. Trust me, I would really love to play it on this thing. I don't have it on my PS4, let alone have my PS4 here with me anymore. It's back over at my girlfriend's house. I play on my 3DS all the time. Trust me, playing Doom on the go is something I personally can't wait for. A lot of you idiots just are afraid of change, which I've said that before as well, and I will continue to preach that. Okay? You are just afraid of change. Oh, I picked up a PS4. I'm invested in the PS4. Oh, I'm invested in the Xbox One. I am afraid of what the Switch represents. It represents change, but I have invested in the PS4. I have invested in the Xbox One. I am afraid of what this machine and all that it entails and all the potential it has is able to do damage-wise to the company I have chose. That is what you fear the most, and you have companies like Bethesda showing it love with games that you have bought on either platform you have chosen, like such as Skyrim, Doom, even Wolfenstein 2, LA Noire coming. These things scare you because these are not games that you expected to show up to the Switch. You expected Nintendo to just fall into the old Nintendo habit that you've only been used to as of the past 5 years. You forgot. That's only 5 years. You forgot the Wii. The Wii had the biggest library. Had over 1,000 games. Yes, shovelware was a big part of it, but still over 1,000 games. The Wii U didn't come close to that. You are expecting the Wii U library games to be on the Switch. That's what you were expecting. This is how I know the audience is brand new to gaming. Because they were expecting the Switch to follow in foot of the Wii U. They weren't expecting the Switch to follow in foot of the original Wii or the GameCube or the N64 or even the Super Nintendo. They were expecting it to fall in line with the Wii U. They weren't expecting anything else. That's how I know mass majority of the audience in the community now is brand new to gaming. Say anything you want to, but when you hear shit like that, how in the fuck could you expect anything else? How? Just explain that to me. Oh, that's not true. A lot of gamers now have been playing games for many a years. How could you expect a system that is brand new to the market to fall in line with the predecessor? Then, if that's the case, wouldn't you expect the PS4 to fail? Wouldn't you expect the PS4 to have not sold as quickly as much, being that it came off the heels of the PS3? I'm just going to point out the hypocrisy and the oxymorons out there when they say shit like that. Oh, the Switch shouldn't sell anything because it's coming off the heels of the Wii U. Well, then the PS4 should do horribly, being that it's coming off the heels of the PS3. I'm just pointing it out. And I should also point out that the PS3 should have done way better, being that it was coming off the heels of the PS2. Just to go to show you how stupid you sound when you say shit like that. Okay? That's how I know this generation is fucked up, because they just started. They have no idea of what to entail. This is a new thing. This Switch is changing everything. It is a core console you can play on your television, but is also able to go on the go. And it's changing it and scaring people. And that is understandable, but at the same time, respect the developers, man. Stop focusing on shit that doesn't matter. Frame rate does not matter as much as you out there say it does. The small group who is now the mass majority because you idiots came over from PC gaming, your master race or whatever the fuck it is that you circle jerk to all the time. If you cared that much about it, why are you on core consoles? Why are you on PlayStations, Xboxes? Why? What the fuck's the point? You know your PC is more superior. Why the fuck are you on a fucking, how did Boogie Tune on it? He put it as a actual garden. Like it can't do no more than what's in the box. It can't be upgraded. It can't do no more than what they put in there. Why are you on something like that? You should know better. Stop demanding shit that you know can't fucking happen. You're fucking it up more than the companies who already have fucked it up. Deuces.